Hey guys, this is Mark from TRADEPRO Academy, and in this weekend's video, we're going to show you an example of how to use order flow to spot trap traders and how to trade against them. So grab a cup of coffee and enjoy.
So this is what the order flow screen looks like. All right, this is what the order flow screen looks like. So we've got two examples. So the first example was this break to fresh lows. As you guys will know, we don't really like to take breakout trades. The safer way to play, support level, if you're anticipating a break of a support level, yeah, you can get in anticipation for the short, but what often happens is it comes, breaks by one or two ticks, then you get flushed out, and then the move actually happens. So in order to kind of prevent that, what we like to do is we like to wait for a breakout of a support zone, a rotation back up into it, and then we look to sell it, right? So you get two examples of that here. Your first example was this support zone. We came down, kind of held it, consolidated, broke down, retested it, and then we sold off. And then we had another similar situation here where we broke down, rotated back up, got some long stuck, and then puked out their stops. All right, so what does that actually look like on the footprint chart? Well, this footprint chart, I'm not going to go into super details because that's going to take, I can make a boot camp out of this one single chart. But essentially what you're seeing is on the right side, you've got buyers. On the left side, you've got sellers. Anytime you get any red figures like that come up, what that means is that it's a sell imbalance. It's just aggressive market selling. And these green guys show the opposite. They show aggressive market buying. All right, so when you see this, when you're seeing these numbers showing up here, what this is actual traded contract, the DOM, the depth of market, this guy over here, this guy is intent. So this DOM shows us where the big orders are sitting, right? So if we look at this DOM right now, where are the big orders sitting? We'll look at what's the average. I'd say 368 is pretty big based on what I'm seeing, 394. So there's 394 sitting up at those 80s. And the next big one, not really seeing much to the downside. So we've got obviously a lot more offers sitting to the upside. And so when you got liquidity stacked like that, that's likely where we're headed next. The market likes to move to and through liquidity. So this is showing us where those orders are sitting. And this is showing us where the actual traded contract happened. So you're basically using this to see real-time support and resistance levels, and you're using this to see whether buyers or sellers are getting more aggressive or not. So going back to this example, this guy was at around 1102. So let's scroll on back here. All right, and this is the example right here. All right, so you guys will see on my actual chart. Let me get the marker back out. On my actual chart here, we had this big support level. You guys can see a lot of buying coming in near those lows, a lot of buying coming in near those lows, but they can't really get it to go up. What do you have to do if you're a buyer? How do you get out of your trades, guys? If you're a buyer, B, how do you get out of your trade? If you buy it to get out of the market, you got to sell it. If you buy it, you got to sell it, right? If you're buying down in here, if you're buying down in here, buying, you guys are seeing aggressive market buying right at the support. What should happen when you're getting aggressive market buying? The market should go up, right? The market doesn't go up. I mean, yeah, we did come up a little bit, but we didn't do very much buying, right? So to get out of that position, you got to have sell stops, right? What's a sell stop? Sell stop is a means for a long trader to get out of their position. What do you get when you get a whole bunch of buying happening near lows and they can't really get you can't get the market to come up? You're going to have sell stops, and that's exactly what you see here. All right, so back to that point, you're getting a bunch of rotations near those lows, Now you got the breakout. All right, so now all of the buyers that got long near these lows, all right, these buyers, if they had their stops here, those stops got wiped out. Or even better, some of the traders that don't think they need stops are still in this trade. All right, so they got long up in these 73s, and then they get stopped. Not that they get stopped, but they're in heat now. All right, you bought long at the 73s, market's down at the 69. You're not feeling too good about your trade. So what's going to happen as soon as the market starts trading back up into that level where you got long? You're going to be thinking, oh, thank God, it's back in my level. I'm going to sell it now for no loss. And that's really the psychology behind what you're seeing here. And this is what stuck longs look like. We're getting longs starting to come back in, right? Longs starting to buy this thing up. Now you're getting longs trying to buy it back into where that selling initially happened, right? So you're getting some longs coming in, and bam, next rotation here, sellers start coming in. Aggressive selling comes in. You get another rotation, some more longs. They think this thing is going to come back up. More longs come through, more longs come through. Another rotation, more longs stepping in. So these are all active longs, all right? If you get long in here at the 72 halves and the market can't go up, where are your stops likely going to be? Your stops are likely going to be, somewhere in these 71, 70 half, 70s or so. And so as the longer you kind of stay up here with more buy imbalances showing up and the market can't go up, those sellers are going to step in and puke this thing. All right. On this rotation down here, now you've got aggressive sellers coming in, even more sellers coming in right below where all these guys got long. All these guys got long here, and then you've got a whole bunch of selling. So who do you think's actually doing that selling? It's likely these guys, likely the guys that are up here. And so if one guy's selling, anybody else that's got long here, as the price starts coming down, they think, oh man, it's not going to come back to my level. I might as well get short. And that's how the sell-off happens. And that's why you see here aggressive selling starting to come into the markets. So that's an example of trapped longs. And you can see here, as we break below those lows, even more longs puke with that big sell imbalance or that cluster of sell imbalances, even more longs puke. And as a short trader, you're getting paid as longs are getting, getting their stops wiped. So that's essentially what we look to do in the room. We like to look for levels where traders are getting trapped, and then we look to trade the opposite end. Once the market gets to a level where it should do something, but it doesn't, that's when we're essentially looking to get in. All right, so another example right in here. All right, we came right on down, right into that level. You're starting to seeing buying starting to come into the market, which is great. And there's also some selling coming in. So there's a bit of a fight here. As long as we stay below this level, sellers are feeling good and in control. So we get down, rotate, get down, rotate. And then we break the range lows. But what do you see right at the lows? You guys get a nice big buy imbalance showing up right here. And this little square is a point of control. It just shows you where the most amount of volume, where the most amount of trades happen within the single rotation. All right, so off that rotation between these 65 three quarters and 64s, the most amount of volume came in right around the 64 quarters. So right near the lows. What happens when you tend to see volume right near the lows after a big sell-off like that? Usually a fade opportunity. All right, so you can't really qualify that here. On this next rotation up, you get more buying coming in. This is kind of your sign that we might be popping up, which is fine. That's a fade, but at the end of the fade, what are you looking to do at the end of the fade? Well, if you're looking to fade down here, the trend is still bearish. So if you're looking to fade, you're looking to catch a counter trend rotation to get you back into value for the sell side. All right, and you guys can see pretty much that level where we had a lot of aggressive selling on the breakdown. Right in there. You guys see as we rotate up, we're getting some buy imbalances. So these buy imbalances are fine again in near the lows. These guys, however, you guys seeing more buy imbalances, more buy imbalances, more buy imbalances, and the market's just rotating here. And as we're rotating, now we're starting to see selling coming in with some more buy imbalances. So there's a fight, but you're starting to see sellers coming into the market. We get another rotation, some more buyers step in. Great. What should the market do? Rotate higher, which it does. All right, so market rotates higher again, comes right back up into that zone. Some more selling happens, more aggressive selling. We rotate it down. All right, let's see if I can get this on a tick by tick. All right, another rotation. You get buyers coming in to defend that level. So you guys are seeing now there's a lot of buying coming in at those 70s after we just had a pullback and a fade. And it's, for the people that think it's too risky to get long in here because market's still dropping, they're thinking, okay, now we've had that nice little pop. Now I'm going to get long here for the continuation, forgetting that we are still in a bear trend. All right, so anybody that's getting long up here, this is a little bit late now, and we are right back at our resistance level, right back near the point. All right back near that level of support that held before we broke it. And so what you are seeing, again, buyers coming in, defending those 70 quarters, 70 halves. Another push up. All right, so each rotation we're getting down with buying balances, we're seeing a pop up, which is what you should be seeing with buying happening on market. Another rotation up, comes down in, another rotation up, but they still can't get it back above with any gusto. All right, next rotation, bam. Sell imbalances come through right up top, 71s, 73 quarters, 70s, and the 69 3/4. Look at where these sell imbalances happen. Is it any coincidence that they happen 1 or 2 ticks below these lows? Who do you think's getting out of them? Who do you think's getting out of their trades? It's likely these guys that are up here. We've had 1 chance, 2 chances, 3 chances to go, and we haven't. Bam, we gotta wipe out some sell side liquidity before we can continue going on up. All right, and that's just the way the market works. From here, what you will often get is a bit of a rotation and a continuation lower. All right, and look where we come right back down into. From that sell side, we get rid of any of these longs that got long up in these regions. These guys' stops get wiped out. Look where they get wiped out into, right into the point of controls, right into the volume cluster where we had that initial fade. All right, so now we come down in here and we start seeing some buying coming through. Rotations, some more selling coming in, more active selling. And on this rotation here, this should have been, if the bears were going to take this through, we really should have broken to fresh lows below here and below here. We didn't, and on that next rotation, we started seeing some buying balances coming in, which gave us that run to the upside.
All right, Trade Pro, so there you have it. I hope you guys enjoyed this example of using order flow in order to identify trap traders and how to trade against them. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to smash that like button, make sure to subscribe and to check the notification bell to get notified anytime that we go live or anytime we update any new videos. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and again, have a great weekend. Good luck and good trading. Take care.